Welcome to part 1 of this sliding door installation. The doors have arrived, but I need to get them into the workshop to fit the handles prior to taking to the job, and they were heavy. Nearly there. And breathe.
Good morning. So you've just seen me lug these extremely heavy doors up. 19 mil oak veneered MDF panels. I've got sunken handles to fit today, and we'll have a look at some of the mechanisms that I'll be using to fit them. It's probably the biggest job I've taken on for a client so far, and these were getting on for about $270 for the two. So hopefully the measurements are right, because the kit doesn't really allow that much room for error. And today, let's see if I can sink these handles. Wish me luck.
Now, they were fairly well packaged, and I decided to keep all the cardboard and filler pieces so I can repackage for transporting to the job next week. So let's talk handles. Okay, I gave the client a selection to choose from finger pulls that could have been inserted quite easily with a Forstner bit, or these various types of sunken handles like this. These are brushed steel. Inside, up there and up there, there's two little holes for two little screws. They do come with this template, which is handy, so you don't have to try and faff around drawing around the back of that. I'd say you've got about 8 mil down there, 8 mil tolerance. Also, where do you put your handles? So I had a look online, and it says that wardrobe handles anywhere between 900 and 1100 mil from the bottom to the top. These are 1947, so half of 1947 off the top of my head, without any use of the calculator, divided by 2, I mean, yeah, it's about 973. So I think I might go 975. I'll write that down so I'll forget. 975, written down. Wish me a bloody big dose of British luck. Well, my marking out was fanatically obsessive. These doors were not cheap, and if I screwed this part up, I'd end up making very little on the job. So I measured up the 975 to find the centre, then got 30 mm from the edge with a combination square, drew round the template, and scored round it with a marking knife. Like this. I then removed the masking tape to reveal the shape of the template before routing a shallow pass using this hastily constructed guide. I may build a more flexible guide or jig for routing in the future. This wasn't the best, but I took my time and eventually got the job done. I then clean up the area with a chisel, vacking as I go. But does it fit? Well, does it? Ah, utter relief.
Every time I beat life, I like to celebrate that moment with a little bossa nova beat like this one.
So I'll take off the masking tape to reveal some lovely crisp and clean lines, I did have the 8mm tolerance on the handles, but I wouldn't want to hang my hat on that. I mark out with a pencil where the screws attach to the handle and drill out small pilot holes in the panel. I then screw the first one in, which goes okay, but I didn't have a left-handed screwdriver, so the next one was a little bit trickier. But I'm using a square, of course. It was then time to pack this one away and return back to the house, before having some light-hearted fun with the packing tape. Oops. I then took the first panel back down to the house and set about the exact same process with door number 2, measuring, masking, scoring, setting it all out, before eventually fitting the handle. Okay, that's the second handle in, and before I package this up and take it back down the house, I'll just take a look at the fixings. You have 2 tracks like this that I'll cut to size when I'm there. You have 2 wheels, so they run along the track, obviously screwed into the bottom of the wardrobe door. Up top you have these, you loosen this and then you can put those in. When I took the measurements for the aperture that they're going into, and it was slightly out, so I'm gonna have to adjust that when I'm there. When you order this kit, it says to leave 8mm, so I measured the depth and it was about 1955, and you take off 8mm, which is 1947, and these doors, I better check them actually. Well, that's more like 1949. I mean, it's 2mm. We'll see if there's any give in these when I'm fitting it. I'll catch you in part 2 when I'm going to put all this together and they slide free and easy, and the client says, brilliant, that is just what I wanted. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.